Hello, Caesar here again, and I've got in front of me some meals that I'm going to take with me on an upcoming trip. So I figured, as before, I would do a little video. This time, rather than go through kind of my whole menu and all the snacks and everything, I would just focus on the meals. I've recently done some things to improve some of my favorite meals, and I know that at least one meal was somewhat popular out there with some backpackers. So I guess I'll start there, which is the pad thai, which is right here in the middle. I have the noodles here all ready to go. Pro tip for the pad thai, actually two tips in just the noodle preparation and eating the noodles is to break them up at home. They can be kind of tough. I opt for the thicker noodles. You can see there, they're the thicker noodles. I know that Stick, he likes the he's been using the thinner kind of like I guess angel hair type rice noodles. But either way, they can be rice pasta can be kind of tough. So at home I bust it up so it's ready to go a little easier. And I am very happy with my kind of fake pad thai recipe, but I have found some things to improve on it. So I will share with you the improvement. Oh, and the other pro tip, before I get to the improvements, sorry to be so scatterbrained, but I've actually written about this on a few different forums, and that is because noodles are kind of tough to eat with a spoon, to make chopsticks. If you have a knife, if you carry a knife with you, just get your knife and carve yourself up a pair of chopsticks. It's a great way easier way to eat the noodles. But anyway, let's get to the improvements. Now you see here I have some products here in front of me, and I should also say too that everything you see here is vegan, if that is something that perhaps can help you. As I've said in another video, I am not vegan, but I do eat a lot of vegan food because of health reasons, and also because I have a stomach condition, which I won't get into. But eating a dairy-free or close to dairy-free and a meat-free, I just eat seafood diet helps me out. As I said before, I won't bore you with the details, but let's get to the improvements. Now this is the same old thing that I said before, it's just peanut butter. But what I did is I mixed this peanut butter with its natural peanut butter as well, coconut oil. I got a few scoops of coconut oil and mixed that in too with some tamarind chutney. You can also find tamarind like paste and different tamarind type products. If I remember correctly, I think that the actual pad thai has tamarind something in it, or at least certain variations of pad thai do, and I happen to love it. So it gives it a nice kind of sweet and sour kick. So what I did is I took all three ingredients. I did 2 heaping teaspoons of peanut butter, and then 2 normal teaspoons of coconut oil, and then the chutney is kind of it's a little bit runny, so I did 3 scoops of the chutney in there. But I mean, of course, you can do that however you want if you like that kind of stuff. The coconut oil also adds some extra calories to the mix, which is good here in the winter time. It's January, and it'll be cold when I go out, so that helps to keep you warm. So here it is, all mixed up and ready to go. This is good for 2 big portions, and I have another bag of noodles in my pack. So, oh yeah, and you can see the bouillon is in there. This can be tricky to find, apparently. I know Stick had some trouble finding it, but eventually he did track it down in a bigger city, so I'm happy to hear that. But yeah, vegetable bouillon. If you can't find the cubes, you can get soup mixes or other things. I guess you have to be kind of creative, but yeah. There's that, an improvement on my somewhat famous among a few, like handful of ultralight backpackers pad thai. And now I'll get into something I mentioned before too that has been improved, and then I will mention. Then the last thing I'll talk about. This is 3 different type of meals. Will be a new meal that I haven't discussed before. But yeah, I have here. This is boring old mashed potatoes. It's powdered mashed potatoes. This is actually a mix that has powdered mashed potatoes and powdered carrots. And again, it's free of dairy. And then I have here some soy grinds. And this is actually, even though this doesn't look like much powder, it is 2 portions. So I make like a mock shepherd's pie, and I'll do that with some bouillon cubes. But I was looking to like make things better. It was kind of boring, and I did a few things that really improved the kind of fake shepherd's pie or cottage pie or whatever you want to call it. And that is, number 1, to take some margarine or olive oil. It's wintertime, so I opt for margarine, but in warmer parts of the year I will take some olive oil in a little bottle. Similar to, here's my condiments here. I have the sriracha in a little bottle here. I will use another little bottle for olive oil. But here is something that really improved. In addition to a few scoops of margarine or some dollops, or not really dollops, but squirts of oil, here are some dried porcini mushrooms. And actually, and in Swedish, for any Swedes or Scandinavians, det här är stensop eller Karl Johan. And it was a good year for that last year. These are actually from some mushrooms I picked. I'll put a link in the description below to a blog post where I talk about a little more detail about these mushrooms that I picked. So here they are. I cut them up and dehydrated them. A small bit of these, I would say like half a handful, maybe 3-4 big pieces, really adds a lot of flavor to meals. So this is very much, it's like a great addition to several different meals. So get some mushrooms. You can dry them yourself, or you can buy them dried. You can, if you are going to be hiking through the woods anyway where there are edible mushrooms and they're in season, highly recommend that. I'm a big mushroom fan myself, so yeah, there's that. So let's get that out of the way, and now talk about a meal that I've been into lately. And it's a simple meal, but there is one thing that I found recently to kick it up a notch that really has been great. So here it's just lentils and couscous. So what I'll do first, now I will warn you, this does take some time to cook. This is what I'll make for dinner time when I get to camp. I will boil up the lentils. I'll let them sit for like, after bringing them to a simmer, I will let them sit and cook. And then later I'll, get the fire going again and put in some couscous to suck up all the soup. So I'll throw in not only some bouillon, but also over here, this is some dried bruschetta or bruschetta, whatever, however you want to say it, mix that I was given as a gift, I think for Christmas, and it has been really good. It's just, what it is just dried tomatoes and herbs and I think garlic and onion. So I put in a small bottle, here's my condiment bag, I put this is 2 very big servings of this dried vegetable mix in there. And then I will add, again, a scoop of margarine or olive oil to that. And that is a hearty, very delicious dinner. And cheap too, couscous and lentils, olive oil, dried vegetables are pretty cheap. And yeah, and of course, it's good to have, little salt and pepper packs. And even I even threw in some little, pads to clean yourself up a bit there. Always good to have. Okay, there goes 3 really good meals, and then some updates to my pad thai that I'm looking forward to on this trip. Hope this was helpful, and yeah, eat well out there. Goodbye.